Do you have a lot of these symptoms? Hard to lose weight, feel cold when others are hot, dry skin, slow bowels, a little bit slow to heal, thinning of the outer corner of your eyebrows? If you have a few of these, you might have a thyroid gland that is not functioning properly. What is your thyroid? It's a butterfly-shaped gland right in the lower part of your neck, and it regulates your metabolism, which is how you convert food to energy and heal yourself. So think of it like this. If you have a fireplace with a gas starter, you can put logs on that fireplace. You put the gas starter up, and when it's turned high enough, it burns the logs thoroughly. That is metabolism, and that produces heat, which is what happens in your body. Now, let's say you turn that gas starter a little bit too low, that gas flame. It doesn't burn the logs completely, so you're not burning the food that you eat fully, and it also doesn't throw as much heat. So there's a very simple test you can do at home to see if your thyroid might not be quite as robust as it should be, and that is taking your own body temperature. So take your temperature 3 hours, 6 hours, and 9 hours after you wake up for 3 days. You should be in the neighborhood of 98.6. If you're a few tenths off, maybe 98.3, no big deal. But if you're consistently lower, you're 98 or you're into the 97s on all those temperatures, then you should have your thyroid looked at. You can also look, sometimes you can see a swelling in the base of the neck if the thyroid's having trouble, but not always. So that's a very simple thing you can do at home. Now, a more thorough test for your thyroid is to get blood work done. Normally, your medical doctor will test something called TSH, which is thyroid stimulating hormone. That is what your pituitary at the base of the brain produces to tell your thyroid, hey, come on, get with it, produce more hormone, we're a little too low. So the higher your TSH goes, the lower your thyroid is, because that pituitary is having to crack the whip, and try to get you to produce more hormone. TSH is funny because the range of normal goes from 0.5 to 4.5, but most people are at their optimal at around 1 to 1.5. So you could be like a 3 and be fine, you know what I mean? But still have a lot of the symptoms that go along with a slow thyroid and fly under the radar. So yes, TSH is important to test, but I also like to see the actual thyroid hormones circulating in your blood. And those are called free T4 and free T3. And then there also are thyroid antibodies that can be present, which means your immune system is attacking your thyroid. This happens actually a lot of times. And in women, it happens most often after a hormone change. So a very classic time to develop a thyroid problem is after puberty or after pregnancy. And the antibodies, if they are present, is important to know, because if they are present, you want to see, gosh, what toxic loads might I have in my thyroid that is stimulating my immune system to attack it? Because your immune system is not dumb. It's not going to attack you for no reason. There's something there. So in the description, I'm going to list a website where you can order those tests for yourself. And I'll list what the test is called that tests all those thyroid numbers. But you can also do the simple test at home to see if your temps are running too low. So if you take your temperatures or test your blood work and you find out, wow, my thyroid is low, what do you do about it? Well, the safest thing you can do is take what's called desiccated thyroid. It's thyroid that comes from either a cow or a pig. And that is the safest thing to do. If you have tested your antibodies and you know they are not elevated, then you can take a bit of iodine and see if that helps you feel better. If your antibodies are elevated, and there's a controversy on this, not everybody's going to agree with me on this, but my experience is that when those antibodies are elevated, when you use iodine, you can often ramp those up more and increase the attack on the thyroid. There's a mineral called selenium that is very helpful to take when you have a low thyroid. It's one of the causes of low thyroid is not enough selenium in the soil. Brazil nuts are an excellent source of selenium. So if you eat 3 Brazil nuts a day, then that helps to give you the selenium that you need. I do, on our Wellevate site, I do have a good desiccated thyroid supplement. If you want to try that, you can certainly do the Brazil nuts and get your selenium in. We also have a selenium supplement available. And then, so let me, you'll have to edit that. The other thing to consider is that your thyroid does respond to how much stress hormone is in your body. So you want to be sure you're getting adequate sleep and be sure that you're nurturing yourself in that way, that you're de-stressing your body as much as possible.